And now, here's the Boomer and the Babe, Pete Peters and Deborah Brown.
Well, hi, Hope. Glad to have a moment to be in your space where you do all of your work with, gosh, what kind of products do you do here?
Oh my gosh.
You embellish everything, right?
Mm-hmm. We do.
Right.
We do from polos, we do embroidery of polos, button-down blouses for ladies and men's, hats, medical uniforms, chef uniforms, and really anything you can think of. We do printed t-shirts, whether it's screen printing, digital printing. We do promotional products with any kind of little gadget you can think of. All you need to do is open your junk drawer, and all those things in there, all those products we can provide.
I said the word embellish because that's something that people in this industry would know that's what you do. You don't just, stamp it with something.
Right.
This is a more of a process, and each item takes a different embellishment. For example, the embroidery, and then the screen printing, and then there's also hot stamping and foil stamping and all of that stuff. And as a professional in the promotional products industry, you know what the right thing is to do for that product, correct? Of course.
Absolutely. I mean, we get customers coming in all the time and requesting one thing and then end up leaving doing something completely different.
Right.
Really depends on their industry. Are they working outside? What are they working with chemicals? What are they doing? Because sometimes embroidered apparel isn't what they need.
Right, yes, and sometimes they will think that they want for a particular purpose, and you can actually move them in a different direction because you find out, what are you doing? What do you want the message to be when people see your name emblazoned or embellished on some item, right? And sometimes they have an idea that you can sway them from if you know better.
Yes, we really try and ask them a lot of questions, find out what representation they're really wanting or desiring, and the more questions we ask, it really gets them to delve into their, what they're wanting ultimately. We ultimately want them to, be successful business entrepreneurs, and it starts with branding.
It does. And a lot of times people, like I said, will say, I need a pen. Everybody's got pens, and that's what I want. And then you can kind of walk them through the process. Do you really want a pen, or can I show you the other 600,000 things that are available that can be more in tune with what your brand speaks to? And that's a very important piece to it, isn't it?
It really is. We actually have a search engine that we can go in and type in the criteria of, things they're wanting as far as the price point, quantities, what pertains to their industry again, and come up with hundreds of different companies where I can go through. I'm basically their personal broker when it comes to promotional products. Right. I find it, I take all the stress out of it, and I meet their deadline.
So a lot of people, unfortunately, because the internet is our friend, will go online and they'll type in, I need pens or whatever, and then they will just wait for the box to come. Well, sometimes the disappointment is unbelievable, and you're going to help take the complete all the onus of all the parts of it are yours.
Absolutely. That's what we specialize in, is customer service, and we just want to make sure that ultimately they're happy. We're looking for a long-term business relationship.
What I like about your business name, Logo Pros, is logo is what you're going to use for the branding, and the pros talks about the professionalism and the one-of-a-kind service that only you and your husband Dave can do. Is that right?
That's right.
All right, now we are actually in your facility, and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, people could have a field day in here. You've got everything from hats and visors. I'll just hold up a couple of these, a little Vanna White here, hats and visors, but they're beautiful colors. This is like that beautiful apricot sand-washed visor, and you would probably put an embellishment here.
Yep.
Love it.
Exactly.
Love it. Visors are very popular, of course, where we live in Arizona.
Yep.
Same thing with these little unconstructed. That's called unconstructed,
it
right?
Is,
unconstructed.
Deborah.
And a matter of fact, this one is a perfect place for embellishment because there's no seam there. So, a little bit of information I thought I'd throw out there. Now, you also have a place where people can actually come and try on and see what the fabric is like. So if you're interested in that wicking, that wonderful moisture wicking fabric here for Arizona, there would be a great way to kind of go, ooh, I love that. So what else do you want to tell people?
Well, you kind of hit it. This is what sets us apart from the internet shopping. I mean, you can come, make an appointment with us, feel it, touch it, try it on, and really experience the fabric before you purchase, bulk order.
Right.
And we only we don't have a minimum order. If you just want 1 or 2 shirts, we can do that for you.
Awesome.
And that's what our customers love the most.
Oh, I love that idea, because if you're trying something out and you're saying, you know what, this is the message that I want to do, and I don't really want to make a big purchase right now, but I really want to make a good impression, you can come to Logo Pros and say, you know what, I need 1 of this, 1 of this, 1 of this for now, and then 100 of them later.
That's right.
You like the idea of 100 of them later?
Love it.
Me
Thank
too.
you, Deborah.
Yes.